Hey guys, good morning, happy Monday. So today's business networking tip is called Will You Marry Me? Going a little different direction today. Alright, so you're walking down the street, someone stops you and says, hey, will you marry me? Don't know the person, never seen them before. I like to think in most cases you're going to say no. I know there's going to be some romantic that's going to email me and tell me this happened to them. But in most cases you're going to laugh or maybe get scared and just keep walking. But I find a lot of us do this in business. We send someone a connection on LinkedIn, Facebook, and as soon as they accept, boom, we try to sell them something. You know, we're skipping the whole, know, like, and trust, the whole building the relationship, the courting part. But this happens all the time. It happened to me, this weekend. I had someone send me a connection request. I accepted it, and boom, right away, they're like, hey, I want you to be my client. And I'm like, dude, you're skipping the whole know, like, and trust thing. So just like, if someone walked up to you and asked you to marry him, you're probably going to say no. But it's the same thing in business. If you don't know the person, maybe you don't have a need for their services, and you just send that connection request, and then without building a relationship, go, hey, buy my stuff. Most people are going to say no to that and stuff. So, yeah, I like that title. I thought that would stick out a little bit. So, what I'm trying to encourage people is to attend networking events. I had a conversation last week with a guy. He's just a big, online. No, I don't go to any in-person events. I'm building my whole business online, and then he sent me a message later in the week. He was frustrated. He's like, I don't get it. I'm like, okay, what don't you get? He's like, I send someone a connection request, and when they accept, I go into my pitch, and I'm getting a lot of people yelling at me saying, hey, don't pitch the stuff, I'm not interested. Well, what'd they accept my connection request for? Well, because they thought you wanted to build a relationship and do business. When you skip the whole know, like, and trust, it makes it really, really challenging. So, this guy's like, I don't want to go to in-person events. I want to just do it online. And I do have people who are successful. But to me, the whole game changes when I get to sit down with you and have a Mountain Dew with you. It helps build that relationship. Now you're not just some random person I met online. So guys, the whole thing in here today, use the little title to try to catch some attention, was you can't skip know, like, and trust. You got to build a relationship. Just like if you meet somebody and you want to date them, you got to build that relationship. So, you got to be cautious of just going right into that pitch, because often it just alienates people. Like I said, I have people connect with me all the time, and when they do, I'm like, oh, you reached out to me. Are you interested in attending events? And often I'll get, no, I'm not. I'm like, okay, just curious why you chose me out of the millions of people out there. Well, because, my favorite thing makes me shake is it's a numbers game, brother. You know that. You got to connect with as many people as you can, and hopefully someone will want to do it with you. Okay, well, that's a whole different video. We'll leave that over there and stuff. But I'm like, you got to build a relationship too, not just reach out to people and expect them to want to, do business with you. So give some thoughts to that, guys. It really is amazing, when, don't get me wrong, social media, God sent to me. I never would have been able to accomplish what I did without social media. I wouldn't be able to do this, for instance. I meet a ton of people online, but what I'm finding is when they come, to an event and we get to talk and we get to build a relationship, lots more good things happen. The whole, hey, I'll connect with you, connect with me, and call me if you need me. I find that that's really challenging because often, you forget who that person even was. So spend some time thinking about building that relationship. Like I said, especially for a lot of my online friends, you got to take that and take it offline too, man. It's good to connect there to start the relationship, but a lot of times it's an educational process. I have people selling products and they're like, I know this person would benefit from it, but until they understand what the product is, what it does, that's when you're going to start seeing, in my eyes, you'll see better results. So that's today's business networking tip. As always, guys, if you like this tip, I truly appreciate it if you hit the like and share. Let me know, how, what your feelings are on this. Are you one of those people that just wants to stay home online and try to build your business that way? Tell me about, what you're doing to make that work. Because I find for a lot of people, it's a struggle. They're not able to make it work. So give some thoughts to that. If you want to come to events, you can find them at friendsofkevin.com as well as NewEnglandB2B networking.com. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you're having a truly dazzling day.